It's Abdi
and Emily,
and welcome back to Delulu and Unhinged.
So, a few episodes ago, we were called Mean Girls. I heard we were giving Mean Girl energy, and I was a bit confused because we're Delulu and Unhinged.
Unfiltered.
We're a very unfiltered podcast where our conversations should have stayed in the group chat.
But they didn't, hence
Why
we're doing the podcast. So, if we're not your cup of tea,
or your shot of tequila, don't let the door hit you where the good
good Lord split ya. And with that being said,
what are we talking about today?
I don't know. What are we talking about? Tell them.
Today we're talking about
Is Chivalry Dead?
Let them know.
So personally, my story, I guess, is when I got with Alex, what really attracted me to Alex was that he was chivalrous. Like he was
a gentleman.
A gentleman. He opened the door.
He was attentive.
Like I remember our first date was to the movies, and I was so used to all these playboys out here.
Playboys.
And I was like, so where do I meet you? Do I meet you at the movies, or like what movie theater do you want to go to?
Your beach situation. That was a park at Publix.
Yeah. Yeah. And so I was like, do you want to drive somewhere? And then we park our car. I park my car there, and then you can pick me up there, or what? And then he's like, what do you mean? Like, I'm going to pick you up. And I was like, oh.
Wow.
And so then that was one that I was like, okay. And when he got to my house, I was like, all right, so I'm expecting like beep beep. I'm outside,
or the text, I'm here.
Yeah, I'm here, I'm outside, come outside, something, you know. And then he knocked on my door.
He knocked on your mama's door?
He knocked on my mama's door. Yeah, and so I was like, wow!
That's why he's your husband.
Check number 2.
That's why he's your husband.
And so then, that was another one that I realized. And then check number 3 was that when I went to get into his car, he opened the door.
Oh.
Yeah, and I was like, wow.
What a gentleman.
This guy is... His mama taught him
right.
And that was, I guess, the big difference from what I saw from all the other guys that I had dated, yeah. And recently I've been watching, or I've always been into the seasons that come out from Bridgerton.
I need to catch up. Don't hate me.
You need to watch all of these seasons.
I'll start it this week.
For real.
I'm promising.
For real. She's like, oh my god, I don't want to start it because they all talk all so old.
Yeah, like,
and I'm not gonna understand what they say.
It seems kind of boring because it's so like I don't know what the show's about, but I know it's like older Britain and like an older vibe, and I'm just like, I'm not an English class.
So I know like you don't like the old,
yes,
like English, but it's not really old English. Like you can understand. You can understand. You can really.
I'll give it a chance.
You'll understand what they say.
It's not
like art thou blah blah
it's
blah.
Not like Shakespeare.
No, it's not like Shakespeare. But one of my favorite quotes from Bridgerton, unlock your phone. It's every sear, every flaw, every imperfection, I love you. And there's so many more. Like, you are the bane of my existence and the object of all my desires. Can somebody just please say that?
Can somebody just please feel that way towards me?
Can somebody just say, I can't live without you?
Yes. Well, like going back to the topic, is chivalry dead? I don't think it's dead. I think it is dying out, but I feel like it's because men have, I don't know. I don't know if it's, I don't want to blame their mamas for not raising them right, but I feel like it's no longer instilled in them the way that it used to be. Like before,
it's not an important factor that we're teaching.
Yeah, because like before, they were the sole provider.
Our boys, yeah.
Yeah, they were the sole providers. They were the sole protectors.
Yeah.
They were the sole, and with that came the most utter respect.
Yeah.
Like publicly, like over their dead body, would they disrespect their wife?
Yeah.
Or the woman of their household? But they would disrespect them in other ways.
Yeah.
But that's what. So that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't think it's dead, but it's dying out because it's no longer like an instilled thing in men, which I find crazy because at least growing up, like because I grew up with like my dad.
Yeah.
I'm not saying my dad's like the most like chivalry person or whatever, but at least, but he was towards me. Yeah. Like as his daughter. Yeah. Like and towards my mom. Like my dad would like rather pick something that was like 800 pounds by himself. Yeah. Before letting one of us help him. Even now, like that I'm 29 years old, full of strength, probably a little stronger than him because he's older. Right. Like over his dead body.
Are you gonna do anything in front of him?
Yeah, in front of him. But that's like what I'm saying. Like, I feel like in his generation, when he was being brought up, like it was instilled in him, like you're the man of the house, like you're the one that has to like guide your family. And now it's like all these little boys have like their mommies, and their mommies are like they get babied.
Well, I also feel like the value of a woman has gone down because we are now, well, it hasn't gone down, but it has changed because we're more independent. Like we've evolved and we don't need a guy.
We don't need that provider that's going to be there like all the time, because like if you're not and it doesn't work out, like now women are like, I'll figure it out.
Right. And before, like back to the show Bridgerton, they had these things called dowries where it was like how much a woman was worth, like in money wise.
I don't know if you watched it. It's kind of older, and I see the clips all the time. Like the gypsies, like to this day, like currently.
I think you told me about it.
They currently like they get arranged marriages, and like the man's family will like pay for a wife, and like it sounds like so like, oh my god, like you're gonna put a money value on a woman, but if you really like
think about it
or like look into like their traditional value and why they do it, it's more of an honor. Like it's not.
Yes, because a guy shouldn't just be able to come and just
slide into my DMs
and just take me like that. Like I'm worth something. I'm worth a lot more than and this little bit of money that you have to pay for me is nothing compared to what I'm worth.
And that's what like, so what I'm referring to is like the guy and the girl that got married that were gypsies, they went out to hang out with like friends that weren't gypsies. And like all of the friends gained up on them and were like, well, why are you paying for her? Like, why don't, and they were saying to the girl, like, why don't you think it's disrespectful that they're putting like a money point in like you're being sold like property? And she explained it like the best way. She's like, my parents dedicated their lives to me to make me like who I am and like this prized possession. She's like, I've never had another husband. Like I've been raised to like attend to a family. I've been raised to care for my husband and my kids. Like that doesn't come for free. Which I think is why the value of a woman has changed. Because
we're more independent now.
We're more independent, but like she said, like she's like, this is my first husband. Like like I prepared myself for this moment to have my husband.
But I also feel like that shouldn't change, because even though women are independent and women have like created their own value for themselves, I feel like we are still women, and we still, even like when we get married, we still have to tend to the family. We still have to be there when they're sick. We still have to like be the one cooking. We still have to be the one packing the kids' lunches, the husband's lunches. We have to still be that,
that mom woman figure in the family members. And I agree to that too, because a lot of times what you see is like, women now can work and they can go to school and they can do all these things and they can be more independent. But when a woman like gives birth to a child, naturally she's motherly. Yeah. When somebody is sick in her household, naturally
it's not gonna be bad.
Yeah, naturally she's a caregiver. And those are things that I feel it's what makes you like a woman. Yeah. It's like things that are instilled in you. It's like second nature. Yeah. It's part of you, which is what confuses me about chivalry and guys. Yeah. I feel like chivalry should be a natural thing that is within a man. Like, I find it so crazy.
Yes, but I also think that back in the day, like you said, moms, I don't know if moms or dads, or both maybe, made it like their a dedication, or made it like the point to make us women and make us men. Like, men would probably, I think, like, I don't know, but I see in movies where men like are out in the farm, and when they see a lady, they're like,
tip their hat
and then the little boy tips his hat off.
But that's what I'm saying. It was instilled and taught to them. Yeah. Like, that's what I'm saying. It was like, and I mean, I don't want to say my mom like raised me to be the perfect wife. Right. You know? But I feel like my mom did raise me in like with that mentality. Like, I'm gonna prep you for when you leave this house. You're ready to attend your house. Yeah. You're gonna be ready to attend to your like family, to your husband, to your kids. Yeah. And you're gonna learn and you're gonna know how to do it. Not that like it was like a chore, right? But like I know she took that like time. Yeah. To like be like, oh, you're a girl. Like one day, like right now you're 5, but like when you move out.
But you see, they did that for me, but like
my mom did try to like instill those like values in me, and like I feel with boys, I don't know that if it doesn't get instilled, but also I think it's now thinking about it like right now, it might be harder to instill it into boys. Because think about it, back then, like the times were also different. Like dad really had to be out in the yard, cutting that log for the fire so mom could cook. Yeah. Now, dad doesn't need to do that, or my boyfriend or husband doesn't need to do that. Yeah. So that's what I'm saying. I don't think it's dying. I don't think it's dead. It's dying, but because the men aren't realizing that it's changing.
But also, I don't think we need to have, that, oh, let me like take my kid out and he needs to cut the log for him to like know chivalry.
That's what I'm saying. But what I think the men are lacking is understanding that chivalry is changing. Like, you're no longer going to be teaching your son, hey, let's go to the yard and cut log or do whatever the women need us to do around the house, around to help them, or carry like these things that they need. But it's different now. Yeah. Like, now I feel like an act of chivalry would be like having like open communication, because back then you had the chivalry act, but your husband was most likely like being disrespecting you, or he was like backhanding you at night. You know, it came with that respect to the public. Yeah. But you still, like, if you mouthed off, he probably was going to smack you.
Like, you're such a liar in front of everybody.
He'd be like, pow! Pow! Stupid bitch! Go to the room! Go to the kitchen where you belong! You know? Yeah. And now, if somebody were to do that to us, we'd be like,
calling the cops right now. Get the fuck out of my house!
You don't have these hands until the cops get here. You know?
Well,
so that's what I'm saying. Like, it's changed.
Yes. But, okay, so it's changed. Yes, I agree. But, for example, like a chivalry act for me would be let's say Alex sees a lady pregnant or like holding a baby while pregnant on like a bus, if we're like taking a bus for him, right? And he gets up and he gives his seat up to the lady, right? That's chivalry.
Yeah.
But are we losing that consideration for humanity as people if I were to be like, why'd you give your seat up? What, you like that bitch?
Okay, but then you see that also comes, and I say this like very like sparingly because like I said, I feel like chivalry comes like within the person and within the man.
Yeah.
Right? So I say this like very sparingly. Like if you're the girl that's getting mad because your boyfriend gave up a seat to some, like, mind you, if I'm standing and let's say she's not pregnant and I'm standing, I would prefer you give the seat to me first.
No, yeah.
You know, but if she's pregnant, boy, you better be giving her her seat because I'm gonna smack you silly if you're not giving her her seat.
No, yes,
but
not all women are like that.
But that's what I was gonna get to, and I feel like that's the reason why chivalry's also dying.
Yes,
because unfortunately, not every woman deserves a chivalry guy or a chivalry guy. I don't know what the term is, like how to use it, right? Not every girl did like. So a perfect example is like when I got with Jerson, right? For a long time, I was like, I'm an independent, strong woman.
Yeah.
Right? And I still say that. Like, I'm an independent, strong woman. Yeah. But now I've been with you for 7 years and you've proved to me that you are a reliable and, like, great partner. Mm-hmm. Right? Before you, I had to be solely an independent, strong woman. But now that you're here, my expectations are that, like, you give me the seat and you are, like, respectful and a gentleman to me. So it's not that I feel like a lot of women have that thing too, where it's like I'm independent, but I think that's where the guy needs to come in and be like, yes, you are, and kudos to you, but like around me, you don't have to be. And that's where I think the chivalry comes into nowadays. Yeah. Where it's like, I understand and I'm proud of you for being the woman that you are in all your accomplishments and being able to do it on your own. But around me, baby girl, you don't gotta worry.
You don't gotta worry, princess.
Yes. And I think that's where chivalry looks different nowadays.
Yes, I agree. But like I said, like I feel like back in the day, if a guy would get up from the seat, even if she wasn't pregnant, even if she was just a woman standing up on the bus, I don't think that his partner or his wife would have gotten upset. She would have been more like, "Wow, my man
is." But that's what I'm saying. Like, not every woman nowadays deserves chivalry because I'm sorry if you're gonna get mad that your like partner or whoever gave up a seat to another woman, and you're gonna be like, "Oh, you like her or something?" You're just what's the word?
Insecure.
Okay, because you're gonna tell me you're gonna be mad at your man for being polite.
How about opening the door for you and then for another girl that walks into the door?
I feel like that comes with being polite. Now, it better not be like somebody I have an issue with. Like, like if we're running into somebody I don't like, it's different. You cannot be chivalrous to that person, and I will it'll feel some type of way. But
a gentleman's a gentleman, and he doesn't get involved in your little girl pettiness.
But like I said, it's changed. Like I said, it's changed.
You can't. It doesn't work like that. Chivalry is chivalry. And I feel like back then,
but it would be chivalry because we're talking about like our partners being like civil or whatever. So if like let's say you had a problem with that person, it would be disrespectful to you.
Yes.
So therefore, it's not chivalry.
Okay, I guess.
So that's what I'm saying. Like as long as it doesn't disrespect you, like your partner giving up a seat to a random person on the bus and you get mad, he didn't disrespect you to get mad. Is what I'm trying to get at.
Yeah.
Like as long as my partner's not disrespecting me in the act of like being nice to somebody else, why would I get upset?
Right. But so then why would you get upset if he's nice to somebody that
I don't like? Because it's disrespectful to me. You see what I'm saying? Like, I don't know where the confusion is.
I
don't know what the confusion is.
The confusion is that I think a gentleman doesn't get involved
but that's what I'm saying. Are we talking about like the gentlemen of like back in the day, like Bridgerton times, or the nowadays when the girls get mad. Because it's two different types of gentlemanness.
Okay, so like I said, do you think the gentleman aspect has changed? Do you think
I feel like the gentleman, like I said, the gentleman aspect and the chivalry aspect has changed and is dying, but because also like the times have changed, but the men I feel aren't realizing that since it's changing, now that like they also have to like change the way that, because women had to change it. Yeah. The way that we were like motherly, we go out to work, so we're not home all the time. So breakfast, lunch, and dinner isn't made on time because we still go out to work, but we still make sure that our family is taken care of and fed and provided for, and lunches are packed. And if you're sick, like I'm gonna take care of you. Yeah. Like that doesn't take away, which is what I'm saying. It doesn't take away from like a man nowadays. Like yes, things have changed, but because they've changed, you can still go about it and be chivalrous in these other aspects.
So with that being said, you just said that a man.
I said chivalry change.
Chivalry change, yes. But it doesn't take from the fact that men should be gentlemen, and yes. They should be
and because it's changed, the reason it's dying, it's because they're not understanding the change. They're not understanding that, oh, like just because you can be independent and you like make money and whatever, like now I can like be like umbago or not be as attentive when it should be like, no, baby girl, around me. Yes. It doesn't matter how.
So therefore, the fact that you have a problem with someone shouldn't really affect him. Well, he should be.
Then, like I said, the Lulu and fucking unhinged. I don't give two fucks. That's my line of fucking respect. I could be wrong, I could be right. You don't gotta agree with me, you can disagree with me, but if I don't with you, my man don't fuck with you. I don't fuck with you, my friend don't fuck with you.
Let us
if I don't fuck with you, the dog don't fuck with
you. Let us know if she's being
No, I'm not. No, I'm not.
Who is right in this argument?
Maybe if there was chivalry the right way in this world, I wouldn't have to feel this way. But since there's not, I get to be picky.
But is it because we've set the bar to things being bare minimum?
No, because so that's what I was going to say when I was like hearing your story about like the things that attracted you to Alex. Yeah. I'm not taking nothing away from Alex. Alex is an amazing man.
You hear this? She's saying something.
I'm not taking...
When she starts that line is because she's taking things from you, babe.
No, I'm not. No, I'm not. What I'm saying is he's one of the better ones in the bunch. Meaning, the things that impressed you...
The better ones.
Because the things that impressed you were like, wow, he opened the car door for me. Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. I'm sorry, but... most guys should be opening the car door.
Yes.
And they don't, okay? So that's why I'm saying chivalry is dying. He knocked on your door to, like, pick you up.
Yes.
Unheard of. Never happened to me, right? Unheard of. Everybody came out to my house. Beep, beep, I'm here. I'm outside. Beep, beep. Right?
Yeah.
But it's not crazy for you to have the decency to knock on somebody's door and be like, hey, I'm here to pick up your daughter.
But this is what I'm saying.
So that's what I'm saying. It is dying out. And Alex is one of those that were like raised right. But that's what I'm saying. Like, that's when you noticed and was like, wow, like he's like so amazing. I'm not saying that like he is above the bar compared to everybody else. Yes. But what I'm saying is in like chivalry, like definition, I think that's more of like not actually, it might not be bare minimum. It might just be part of the definition.
That's what I'm saying.
Of being chivalrous.
Because I think
being chivalrous is bare minimum. Actually, thinking about it, like being a gentleman, like home fucking training is bare minimum. Like opening the door for me, carrying something heavy, like what else?
I don't think it's bare minimum. You don't? I think it's part of the definition
of
being
a gentleman.
Yes.
So what do you consider is bare minimum?
I think bare minimum is when Alex gets out of work or when he comes home after pickleball and he's like, I'm out, I'm on my way. Yeah. It's the bare minimum of telling me like he's coming home. But I think if he wants to go like above and beyond
and be like shiv. So I don't know. I've been seeing shivel. I don't know if that's proper pronunciation.
It's not a word. I mean, it is a word, but it doesn't mean...
It probably doesn't mean what we're trying to make it mean. But I'm trying to say, but if he wanted to
be a gentleman
and gallant,
yeah,
he would.
He would tell me, I'm on my way home. Do you need me to stop by and get anything? Or do you need anything?
Yeah. I agree.
I think that's like above and beyond.
That goes above and beyond because like I see
you're thinking about me and you're texting me saying you're out and you're coming home. And on top of that, you're asking me
if you need
something. If I need something and going above the bare minimum of saying I'm coming home.
So I agree with that. But when I say like I think like chivalry or like these acts of chivalry are bare minimum, I think the reason the whole thing of like bare minimum and princess treatment came about is because I feel like chivalry is supposed to be considered like bare minimum. Like guys are supposed to be naturally have chivalry and they're naturally supposed to be gallant and there's naturally supposed to be these gentlemen that like, you know, because you are a woman, they will like try to go that extra tend to you and go that extra mile because they value you as a woman and as such. Yeah. So I think that's where now a lot of people are like, is it bare minimum or is it princess treatment? And that's why I think the confusion comes in. People are like, it's bare minimum to open the door for me. It's bare minimum to do all these things. But I think that's the confusion. It's not bare minimum. It's chivalry. But we're expecting more than that. Most men to have that home training and be chivalrous or whatever the terminology is.
Yeah, but I also feel because of that, men feel like I can never win. Like I'm never gonna win because bare minimum nowadays, princess treatment nowadays is like so much, and bare minimum is like the like.
So I mean, what exactly are we asking for when you say princess treatment?
That's what I'm saying. Like I don't understand what women are asking for when they're like princess treatment. And I've seen like these TikTok videos of like princess treatment or bare minimum, and it's like opening the door, and then they're like bare minimum, and I'm like, what do you like?
What are you guys doing?
What are you asking for? Like what? Like what do you want him to do? Like go slay a dragon, and then that's like princess treatment?
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like back in the day, chivalry looked so different, and I think women are holding on to that chivalry of what it was back in the day, which was like, you know, men are going out to fight like wars
and the war
and they're coming home to their wives and their kids and whatever. And it's different nowadays. So I feel like that's another thing. Like women are holding on to what chivalry was back then. Like you give me my place, but girl, when you had that, he also would like.
But that like that's what I'm saying. Like I'm so confused with that trend, and I'm so confused with that like way of thinking because
you know what? I make a good point.
I don't know what you want these men to do.
You make a good point because that's probably why there's a lack of chivalry.
And then they're like, damned if I do, damned if I don't. Like, damned if I do open the door, and damned if I don't, because then it's like I'm not a gentleman. But if I do, it's like, oh, bare minimum. As he should.
Exactly. And so it's like, what's the point?
And it is as he should. It is as he should. Yeah. But acknowledge that you appreciate that just because it is as he should, you appreciate the fact that he's doing these things for you.
Because that's piggybacking on that and with what I had just said, it's it's bare minimum, so like you're not gonna appreciate it, and that's where the change comes. Because not all these boys out here
are gonna be doing that
and gonna be like showing chivalry,
yeah,
and being a gentleman. So when you do encounter a guy like that, like you did, you encountered Alex.
Yeah.
And it was like, wow, he knocked on my parents' door. Yeah. Wow, he opened the car door for me. Like, that's when you know to appreciate that man.
Right. And like I said, as he should, and as all these men should. But just because they should doesn't mean I'm not gonna like acknowledge it, and I'm not gonna be like, wow, thank you.
Like, you are different from the rest.
Yes, because like I said, I had dated a lot of guys before that, and none of them were
Alex was looking
right.
at you crazy, probably. Like, what do you mean?
What do you mean I'm gonna open the door? Of course. And like to this day, um, to this day, and like I said, and to this day, Alex, when we're like walking in the street, he
Make sure that you're on the
he makes sure that I'm on the left, like the side.
Yeah. Away from traffic.
Away from traffic, or the side away from like the street or whatever. And to me, I'm like, wow.
It shows that you care. It shows like the extra love.
Yes, how worried, how important I am, how like you want to protect me and you want to be that gentleman. But I'm not like, oh, that should be given, because not all men do that. Let me tell you.
And I think that's the lesson here. Not all men have like chivalry, but the men that do usually don't get appreciated.
Yes.
They're usually that, oh, he's too nice.
Yes, and I think that's the reason why chivalry is dead.
So do you think the girls killed chivalry?
We fucking cut the balls off of chivalry.
So it might be an us problem, girls. It might be an us problem.
It might be an us problem. But not all the time.
I think it's also very like situational, like scenario based.
Yes, like I said, a lot comes from the household. If you're not teaching your kids, you're not raising them properly, they're not gonna know.
That's my kids perfect.
They're not gonna know to come out here and treat these women right, and that's why the lack of gentlemen and the lack of that, I guess, princess treatment is happening nowadays. Oliver, not nice. Oliver's a little too
He's a little excited. I almost took off my fingers. Okay, relax, boy.
Okay, calm down, Oliver. But yeah, and I think that's the lack of the treatment, the princess treatment that we're having nowadays, because I don't think it's an important factor that we are teaching. And also, I feel like it's the times where we're just like running and, so busy with life that we forget that our kids are at home and watching. And sometimes they also need a little bit of our time to like teach them these things.
Yeah.
Whatever they're learning on these shows is
not it.
It's not it. And we need to spend that. And it's easier said than done. I know. It's easier said than done. I'm not a parent yet, and I don't know what I'm gonna be like when I'm a parent. But it is important that we instill these values to our kids.
And yeah, we're not parents, but I want to say we have the little loophole of we work with children.
Yeah.
And like at least with like little kids, like I feel like you can tell, even based on like the 5-year-olds, 4-year-olds that I work with, like what parents like teaching their kids, like home training.
Oh yeah, because I had a client where I would be like, I would just look at him and I'd be like, that's not nice.
And he knew.
And he would be like, yes, ma'am. And I knew that yes, ma'am, is not because I was teaching that. It came from home. Yes.
And then you can also tell when the kids have those parents that don't care to teach home training because they don't have home training.
Yeah.
And that's also a big problem. I feel like a lot of people are getting raised by people that don't have the home training. So like they got the short end of the stick. Yeah. Where it's like you're losing the opportunity of getting this instilled in you.
Right. But that's not to say that it's never too late to learn,
change your ways
and change your ways. And
that goes for both people. Like, girls, be more appreciative for your man.
Yes.
When he is trying to be courteous and he is trying to be like a gentleman.
Mm-hmm. And men, put a little bit more effort into it, because sometimes we just want to be appreciated and we just want a gentleman, and I just want to be submissive.
Yeah, but you know what the thing is? It's like also like everything has changed with time and everything. But I feel like the less the guy is like the less chivalry a guy is, the more that guy is looking for like the perfect housewife, the like they won't like. I feel like the guys that are the least like civil and have like no house training. The scratching does pick up. What was it? The scratching does pick up. The guys that have like the less house training and are not as civil. Those are the guys that are out there like, oh, I want a woman that's gonna like be cooking for me, and I want like all this. Oh, and you know what I'm saying? It's like I do want to be that submissive person, and I do want to like attend to my husband, and I do, but like not with somebody who has like fugly attitude like that, you know?
Yeah.
But I feel like the guys that are like less likely to be like chivalry or caring or a gentleman are the ones that are gonna like, or are the ones that usually ask for or look for that perfect wifey material. Mm-hmm. Of that perfect housewife that comes up that like, you know, I feel like they both go together. Like if you want like a chivalry man, you have to be like a good
submissive wife.
Not, I don't know if I like the word submissive, but I know what you're trying to say by like submissive.
Yeah.
You know, like
I'm not talking 50 Shades of Grey.
Not like no 50 Shades of Grey, and not like letting him like walk all over you, but like submissive in the way that like
if he does something, I'm gonna lead. I'm gonna follow.
Like I can trust that you can be a good leader in this relationship. A protector, a provider, and like therefore like con los ojos cerrados. Yes. You know?
Yeah.
That like that's what I'm saying. It goes hand in hand, and that's why I said the guys that don't have that skill of like being chivalry, they're always like, oh, these bitches and blah 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 blah. Mm-hmm. But it's like you don't have the quality to have like the perfect wife. Or like the girls that are like, I'll never cook or clean for a man. Yeah. Like blah 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 blah. Girl, then you're not gonna find a gentleman.
Yeah.
You know, like right. You both need to come to like that term and understanding, and like she said, like even if you weren't instilled in it, like in a way, like I don't know if you guys are gonna understand what I say, but in a way, it's instilled within yourself.
Yes.
Like as a woman, it's instilled in you, and as a man, it's instilled in you. Now, are you going to act on it and use it? It's up to you.
Right. Right. And I feel like I don't know if everybody feels like this, like if all men or women feel like this, but once you find like your person again, that like emotion or that gentleness or that gentleman and that
will naturally come out.
Will naturally come out.
Yes, I agree to that because, like I said, I was very big on I'm independent. Mm-hmm. I can do it or whatever. Blah blah blah. I don't need a man. But at the time, I had to because like when I didn't have a man,
right.
And to like if I wasn't gonna handle business, who was?
Yeah.
And like now, I'm just like, babe, that box is heavy. Could I freaking do it?
Whoever could move it.
Could I do it? Of course, if I really had to. But like now I know that I have a partner that I can rely on and like could like help me.
Yeah. And like here in my household, it's like the car is broken. Babe. Yeah. Something's happening with the dashboard. I don't know what it is. Come check it out.
Yeah, you know me. If you know me, you know me. You know I have crazy tire issues.
Yes.
My man has changed over 10 tires in the 7 years we've been together because I have tire issues.
And same the other like today, girl. So side story. I had a tire issue this week, And I was like, babe, and I had to text him because your girl know nothing about putting in air in a tire. And he always takes it. Like he always takes the car to get air if it needs air. Or if I need gas, he's the one that pumps my gas. Your girl hasn't pumped gas in I don't know how long.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, no, I still pump my own gas.
Oh no. And
like I still pump my own gas, but he does take care of like any like issues with the car.
Yeah. And so
we need to do some talking camera man.
And so I left my house and my tire pressure was 25. Okay. And I know what that means. I know what that means.
I know what that means.
I got my ass on the highway and got home and got to work like that. When I got out of work, it was at 15.
Oh wow.
Yeah, it had dropped significantly. And that's when I was like, I don't think I can get on the high. That's when I was.
That's when you're like, I'm just a girl, but let me ask some questions.
Yeah, I'm just
to make sure, because something's not adding up.
But I don't think 15 from 37 to 15 is looking too good.
This is almost at the halfway mark.
Yes,
this is almost at the halfway.
It's not looking too good. So I was like, babe, it says 15 now, and he's like, you have to put air in the tire because you can't get on the highway like that. And I was like,
heard. Thank you.
Okay, let me go to the gas station because that's where I know there's air pumps. Yeah. And so I got to the gas station, bitch. I did not know how to work.
Oh my god, do not tell me you freaking did the vacuum.
Well, first of all, I was trying to scan my card.
Okay.
And I did. And I was like, scanned. And then I was like, all right, where's the air?
You gotta push the button.
Then I realized, gotta push the button. So I pushed the button, nothing was happening. And I think I was pushing the button to get my change back. Oh because you know how you can put in the coins.
Was it silver?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
And I was pressing the button.
She's just a girl.
I'm just a girl.
I thought I was just a girl. But she's just a girl.
I'm just a girl. And so I was like, man, why isn't the air coming out? I'm gonna be stuck here forever.
You know those machines come with instructions.
Ain't nobody got time to read.
I'm like, those machines have instructions like on them.
Okay, so then I saw the instructions. So then I saw the instructions and I was like, okay, there's no fucking way I'm gonna get stuck here. I need to me tengo que poner las pilas. What the fuck does it say here? And then I was like,
a woman's like we said, a woman gonna figure it out regardless.
Yes. So then I was like, okay, if I have to chat GPT my way through this, I will. But first, let me read the instructions. So then I started and I was like, okay. Oh, there's another button
that says air on it.
Let me scan it. So then I went to press it, but then I don't know why my finger went and pressed a vacuum.
I knew it. The minute this story started.
So I was like, no, that's the vacuum.
Did you at least vacuum your car?
No. So then I went, swiped my car again, and then I pressed air this time.
Wow.
I know.
But you did it.
And I did it. I mean, I know how to do the rest. Like, I know how to, like,
pump it. But it was just working the machine.
But it was just working the machine that I had trouble with. Because, like I said,
now you know how to do it.
My man does everything around here. And it's a good thing and it's a bad thing. Because I see my mom and she doesn't even know how to work, like, a bank account. Like, her bank account. Like, my dad does that. So
not like funny that you say that, but like related to that.
Yeah.
So my grandma got with my grandpa.
Yeah.
When they were 8 years old. Mm-hmm. Like she was like 9 or 8 back in Cuba. And they've been together ever since.
Uh-huh.
Right? And then when my grandpa passed away, like in his 80s, like that was like her whole life basically with him.
Yeah.
And like my grandpa was a very old traditional chivalry guy.
Yeah.
Right? And when he died, my grandma didn't know how to do groceries.
Wow.
Like, me and my cousins and my aunts, like, we would take her to do groceries, and like we would get to the checkout counter, and like she looked like a little, like she was like an 80-year-old woman, right?
Yeah.
But she, God bless her heart, and like give her 1,000 more years of life. But like she would look like a little girl with her wallet, and she'd be like, "Can you help me? Like, yo no puedo." Like, and yeah, and then like a lot of things my grandma like had to learn like at 80. And that's crazy. Yeah, and it's like her whole life like that. Oh, I'm gonna cry. Like her whole life, her whole life like that was her partner, and he took care of everything. He was an extremely chivalrous man, mind you, traditional chivalrous man. So you know they do what they gotta do. Yeah. You know, but they're never gonna disrespect their household or their or like their partner. And like yeah, like that was it was like a really big learning curve for my like grandma to be like independent. Mind you, she doesn't have to be fully independent because she has us and my aunt. Yeah. But like the little independence that she did have to pick up, like that was like a learning. It was a hard time to learn. Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. Like it could be, it's a good thing and it's a bad thing because if you don't learn like the basics at least, it's gonna be really hard. And that's what I say because like a big question I also hear is like, well, you guys want to talk about chivalry and it being dead, but what do you prefer? Like chivalry back then or like your life as a woman now? Because it's two different things. Like the reason like chivalry could have died is also like our roles kind of changed and we acquired more. And I think me personally, like in an ideal world, I would love to meet like somebody and they like naturally be chivalrous. Well, actually, I have. Mm-hmm. You know, I have like he's not perfect, but like he has like well home manners. Yeah, and he has good home training. Right. Yeah, nobody's perfect, but like like in an ideal world, I would like to like be able to go to school, get my education, grow in my field, grow in my career, and still have like when I get home, that like chivalry lifestyle of like protector, provider, and whatever. Yeah. Like I don't think I would want to live the life of a woman back in the day, but have chivalry at all times from all men. Yeah. Because I think it's too much to lose. Like I'd rather be independent and like on my own than just be like because a man's gonna treat me nice. Right. Yeah. It would be nice, and I would love. But if I had to pick, I would pick like life now. Yeah. Well, I feel like that's why it was so important, like the evolution of a woman's independence, because back then, like we didn't even have access to our man's bank account. We didn't have an access to our own bank accounts. Like, girl, you woke up, made breakfast. Yep. Cleaned the house. Mm-hmm. Tended to your household chores. Like that was your job. Your kids would be at the age that they would walk to school down the street, come back, and then you would attend to your kids, shower them, get them ready, and then your husband would come home and like dinner would get cooked and you would clean up and then you go give him that blah blah 3 times and the night. And he was happy. Yes, sorry. My husband just got home. And the cameraman seems to be asleep. We put the cameraman to sleep. Pass her back. But all this to say that we want to know your opinion. Is chivalry dead? Did we kill chivalry? Or is it evolving? You guys let us know. And we'll see you on the next episode. Bye!